Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to discuss another aim of education, and that is vocational aim of education. In our previous class we discussed individual aim of education and social aim of education. Here in this class today we will understand what is vocational aim of education. Okay? So, vocation. As we all know, vocation means related to earnings, money. Yes or no? Individual aim of education, social aim of education, and now vocational aim of education. So every aim has their own strength. In our vocational aim of education, here we will give mainly focus on vocation, means a person's job, a person's employment, a person's earnings, a person's actually capital amount. All these things are under a vocation. Now vocation mainly related to a person that after education what a person will do. আজি তোমালোকে এডুকেশ্যন কমপ্লিট কৰাৰ পাছত তোমালোকে ক্লাছ পঢ়া শেষ কৰাৰ পাছত what you will do, তুমি কি কৰিবা? Obviously you people move to earn some money. Yes or no? Because it is a procedure of the society, it is a procedure of life that after education, after our childhood, we have to move to education, and after education we have to search for a job, for earning, for a vocation, for a profession. Yes or no? So now here this vocational aim of education is important. So vocational bias in education is absolutely necessary for enabling people to be productive members in a society. In education subject, educational ভিতৰত আমাৰ vocational aim তো লাগিবই, because পঢ়ি থকা সময়ছোৱাতে সোসাইটিত কেনেকৈ প্ৰডাক্টিভ মেম্বাৰ আমি হ'ব পাৰো, এই প্ৰডাক্টিভ মেম্বাৰ হোৱাৰ যিখিনি টেকনিক আছে এইখিনি শিকিবলৈ আমাক vocational aim of education লাগিব এডুকেশ্যনাল ইনষ্টিটিউচনত। ঠিক আছে, তোমালোকে এতিয়া পঢ়ি আছা, পঢ়াৰ পাছত তুমি কি কৰিবা, কেনেকৈ আৰ্নিং কৰিব পাৰিবা, বা কি কি কাম কৰিলে তুমি ভৱিষ্যতে তুমি আৰ্ন কৰিব পাৰিবা, নিজৰ লাইভলিহুডটো ভাগে জীয়াই ৰাখিব পাৰিবা, তাৰ বাবে অলৱেজ উই নিড টু ফোকাছ অন vocational aim. Education with the vocational aim will prepare each individual for an occupation which will suit to his needs, abilities, interests, and attitudes. This aim helps the individual to choose an occupation that actually helps the individual to choose the occupation according to his needs, abilities, interests, and attitudes. তোমার ইন্টারেস্ট, তোমার এবিলিটি, তোমার নিড, তোমার এটিটিউড গোটেইবোৰৰ বেছ কৰি তুমি কি চুজ কৰিবা, তাৰ কাৰণে ভোকেশ্যনেল এমটো আমাক লাগে। অ'কে, মই ভৱিষ্যতলৈ কি হ'ব বিচাৰোঁ তাৰ কাৰণে দিছ এম ইজ ভেৰি ভেৰি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট। অ'কে, চ' ভোকেশ্যনেল এম অফ এডুকেশ্যন ইজ অলছ' ছাবস্ক্ৰিপ্টেড এজ ব্ৰেড এণ্ড বাটাৰ এম, মিনছ ইয়াক ব্ৰেড এণ্ড বাটাৰ এম বুলিও কয়, black jacket aim. Okay, so the another two names of this vocational aim of education or vocational aim is bread and butter aim and blue jacket aim. Sometimes in your examination these types of question will come. Okay, Gandhiji once said true education ought to be for the boys and girls, a kind of insurance against unemployment. Education must be that which help the students to choose or to actually stay in that position where they will get employment easily, they can engage for earning easily. Gandhi said that is true education actually, which is actually against the unemployment. Gandhiji therefore started one education that was basic education. You will later understand what is basic education. In this basic education, Gandhiji mainly had emphasized on vocation. Okay, vocation, craft centric education that was. Okay, so vocational aim of education is very very important nowadays to have some kind of vocation. আমাক জব এটা লাগে, সদায় আমি বিচাৰোঁ আমাক চাকৰি লাগে, আৰু এই জব চাকৰি আমাক যদি লাগে তাৰ কাৰণে আমাৰ এডুকেশ্যন ছেক্টৰ, আমাৰ এডুকেশ্যনত আমাৰ ছাবজেক্টৰ ভিতৰত আমি এটা ভোকেশ্যন পাবই লাগিব, ভোকেশ্যনত পঢ়িব লাগিব। ঠিক আছে, আজি তুমি যদি ডক্টৰ হ'ব বিচাৰিছা তাৰ কাৰণে ডক্টৰৰ স্পেচিফিক কোৰ্চ যেনেকুৱাকৈ আছে তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ সৰু সৰু কিছুমান জব যে আমি কৰিব লাগে তাৰ কাৰণে স্পেচিফিক উই নিড সাম ভোকেশনস, vocational trainings, vocational aim of education therefore important here. Now in simple sense, vocational aim of education is concerned with the training of people on particular vocation that on the completion of his education he can stand on his own feet without becoming a parasite on others and contribute towards not only for the development of himself and his family but also for the development of the society and for the nation. So mainly vocational aim of education is concerned with the training of the people or to the students according to or based on some specific vocations after completion of their education or during their education, so that after education they can easily stand on their own feet for the welfare of their own life, for the welfare of their family and also for the development of the society, state, nation. তুমি যেতিয়া ভোকেশনালি ট্ৰেইন হবা, ট্ৰেইনিং থাকিবা, তো তুমি অটোমেটিকলি তুমি যে মই এইখিনি ভোকেশন মই এইখিনি একটা ধৰণৰ কামখিনি জানো, if I know these types of activities, that means what, that you can proceed with your own vocation, own actually skill, and after that you can easily earn some money for you, for your family, and also you can contribute for the development of the nation as well as the society and the state. Means directly we can say that vocational aim of education is a kind of education where focus has been given on productivity or employment or earnings or the way where we can actually live a life perfectly. Okay, understood? Now we have the importance of vocational aim of education. See, vocational aim enables individuals to earn his livelihood or to make both ends meet in order to live happily and successfully. If we want to live a successful life, for that purpose what we need some money. In today's generation, in today's society, without money you can't live. Money is very very important for us. Yes or no? Yes. If money is important for us nowadays, for that purpose we need to choose something so that we can earn money. We have to engage ourselves somewhere so that we can easily earn money, or by doing some activity we will earn money. And this vocational aim enables individuals to earn his livelihood or to make both ends meet in order to live happily and successfully. Next, it provides people with the economic self-sufficiency which makes them worthy and contributing citizen. So this vocational aim of education helps people by providing the idea through which they can economically make themselves sufficient, and that make the citizens worthy and contributing citizens of the nation. মই যদি আর্নিং কৰিছোঁ, মই যদি ইকনমিক্যালি সেলফ সাফিসিয়েন্ট হৈছোঁ, মই কি কৰিম, I must have a value, worth, and I can contribute for the nation. That means I am a contributing citizen. Next, the third point that we have, vocational bias in education is absolutely necessary for enabling peoples to be productive members in the society. It education system যদি আমাৰ vocational education to থাকিব, vocational aim to থাকিব, কি হেতু কি কৰিব, যে ষ্টুডেন্টক enable কৰিব so that they can be a productive members of the society. সোসাইটিৰ কাৰণে কিবা প্ৰডিউস কৰিব পাৰিব, আৰু সোসাইটিৰ কাৰণে প্ৰডিউস কৰা মানে কি, আলটিমেটলি আমাৰ জিডিপি ইনক্ৰিজ হ'ব, আৰু জিডিপি ইনক্ৰিজ হোৱা মানে কি, যে you are a member of the nation and you are not a general member, now you are a productive member. হয় না, এটা তুমি স্টুডেন্ট হৈছা, তুমি সোসাইটিলে একো কন্ট্রিবিউট কৰা নাই, it means you are not a productive member for this society. And when you will earn, when you will produce something, manufacture something, then you are considered that you are a productive member of the society. Understood? Now Point number 4 that we have education with the vocational aim will prepare each individual for an occupation which will suit to his needs, abilities, interests, and attitudes. This vocational aim of education prepares the individual for an occupation so that they can contribute something for the nation as well as they can stand on their own feet. Okay, তুমি তোমাৰ ভৰিত থিয় দি কিবা আৰ্ণ কৰিব পাৰিবা আৰু ভোকেশনাল এইমটো কি কৰে তোমাক কোনটো ভোকেশন তোমাৰ প্ৰয়োজন কোনটো ভোকেশনৰ কাৰণে তোমাৰ যোগ্যতা আছে তুমি ক'ত ইন্টাৰেষ্টেড তোমাৰ এটিটিউড কোনটো ভোকেশনক লৈ ভাল based on your own ideas own perspectives you can choose your occupation that is the benefit of this vocational aim of education. Okay, next, vocational education prepares individuals for jobs. It is basically related to productivity. It has adequate employment potentialities. So it says that individuals for job means vocational education or vocational aim of education prepares individual for some jobs. It is mainly related to productivities. Okay, it has adequate employment potentialities. যদি তুমি নিজকে প্ৰিপেয়াৰ কৰি লোৱা যে মই এনেকা ধৰণৰ চাকৰি এটা কৰিব বিচাৰো বা মই এনেকা ধৰণৰ ভোকেশন চুজ কৰি মই এনেকা ধৰণৰ কাম এটা কৰিব বিচাৰো তুমি বোলে কাইলে মই বাৰবাৰ হ'ব বিচাৰো কাইলে মই বোলে পাইলট হ'ব বিচাৰো কাইলে মই লয়াৰ হ'ব বিচাৰো কাইলে মই টিচাৰ হ'ব বিচাৰো কাইলে মই ইঞ্জিনিয়াৰ হ'ব বিচাৰো so according to my choice my needs my dream my abilities my interest I can choose that kind of vocation and for that I have to work on that. That means if I will work on that then I can easily have a job. Understood my point? Now the sixth point regarding the importance of vocational aim of education, that is it helps in broadening of mental horizon. It leads to dignity of labor. তুমি যেতিয়া ভোকেশন এটা চুজ কৰিবা আৰু হিমতে কাম কৰি যাবা তুমি you will get the dignity of labor. That means the mental horizon তুমি mentally satisfied হবা. Understood? You become a satisfied person. যে মই যি কাম কৰিব বিচাৰিছিলো মই যেনেকা জীৱনটো কটাই নিব বিচাৰিছিলো what actually I want to do I can. Now I am doing what I dreamed earlier. Okay, now the next point that we have the 7 that is it is helpful in the maximum utilization of the material resources of the country. It is helpful in the maximum utilization of the material resources of the country. So vocational aim of education is mainly related to the material resources and their utilization. আমি কেনেকে কোনটো মেটেৰিয়েল যি ফিজিক্যাল মেটেৰিয়েল এভেইলেবল আছে এইখিনি আমি কেনেকে কোড ইউটিলাইজ কৰিব পাৰো এটোই ভোকেশনাল এমৰ মেইন ফোকাস একচুয়ালি ভোকেশনাল এমে সহায় কৰে যে আমি কেনেকৈ কোড material resources available who has in this society in this country we can utilize for productivity. Okay, understood this one. Now the point number 8 for a development of physical mental and social sides of the citizens this education is needed because only mental satisfaction is not always important for us. আমি সোসাইটিত আমাক কি লাগে আমাক প্ৰেষ্টিজ লাগে we need a prestige আমি সোসাইটিত বলে মোৰ এটা নিজৰ স্ট্যাটাস লাগে মই ফিজিক্যালি মিন্স কি মোৰ ফাইনান্সিয়ালি ষ্ট্ৰং ভাল ঘৰ এখন আমি বিচাৰো ঘৰ গাড়ী বিচাৰো ইট ইজ আৱাৰ এজ এ হিউম্যান বিং দিস আর আৱাৰ মেইন ফোকাস যে আমাক ঘৰ লাগে গাড়ী লাগে আমাক পইচা লাগে তাৰ কাৰণে তাৰ পৰা আমি কি পাম ফিজিক্যাল মেন্টাল সোশ্যাল স্যাটিসফ্যাকশন আমি পাম সো এই গুটেখিনি কাৰণে what we need to do something for our future and where actually we will get all these things with the help of vocational aim of education. Okay, because if you will choose a vocation ultimately you can proceed for your all kinds of satisfactions. ঠিক আছে next the students who do not have the capacity for the higher education can choose this vocational education to properly channelize his education journey. এতিয়া আমাৰ কি হয় in our society, every student can't move for higher education. Class 11 12 কমপ্লিট কৰাৰ পাছত তোমালোকৰ যেটো ষ্টেজ এতিয়া 12 কমপ্লিট কৰাৰ পাছত বহুতে গ্ৰেজুৱেচন কৰিবলৈ না যায়, বহুতে গ্ৰেজুৱেচন কৰাৰ পাছত ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি পঢ়িব না যায় বিকজ অফ ডিফাৰেণ্ট ৰিজনছ। এতিয়া সেই তেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ যিখিনি ষ্টুডেণ্ট আছে, যদি দে ওৱান ডেট আমাৰ লাইভলিহুড, আমাৰ লাইফ, আমাৰ চিটুৱেশ্যন ভাল হওক, তাৰ কাৰণে দে নিড টু চুজ দিছ ভকেশ্যন, হ'লে এইম অফ এডুকেশ্যন, বিকজ দিছ এডুকেশ্যন properly channelize his educational journey or his career. মই হায়াৰ এডুকেশ্যন ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি পঢ়িব নোৱাৰিলোঁ, তাৰ কাৰণে মই যিমানটো পঢ়িছোঁ তাৰ মাজত যদি আমি এটা ভকেশ্যনৰ ওপৰত ফ'কাছ কৰি ভকেশ্যন চুজ কৰি লওঁ, ডেট মিনছ আই কেন প্ৰপাৰলি মুভ টুৱাৰ্ডছ ছাকচেছ ইন মাই ফিউচাৰ জাৰ্নি। অ'কে, আণ্ডাৰষ্টুড দিছ ওৱান? নাও it can minimize the unnecessary rush of students in the institution of higher education and thereby to reduce the overcrowding of students in such education institutions. এতিয়া আমি জানো যে আজিকালি ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিবোৰ আমি জানো যে তুমি যদি ক'ৰবাত লগ পাইছা, কোনোবা যদি ফেমিলি মেম্বাৰ someone is there from universities, they maybe say you or say that in their classes not more than 40 or 50 students, not sometimes in some institutions, some departments only 30-20 students. Why? Because all the students who had completed their 10th 12th, they will not move to continue their higher education because of different reasons. They want to engage in some job, they want to earn money, they want to live a life with, actually they want to continue their livelihood without moving towards the universities. Okay, therefore you can say that this vocational aim minimize the unnecessary rush of students in the higher education institutions. সব মানুহে হায়াৰ এডুকেশ্যন পঢ়িব নাযায়, তাৰ আগতে মানুহখিনি সেটেল হৈ যায় কিবা কিবি ভকেশ্যন চুজ কৰি লাইফৰ কেৰিয়াৰ সহায় কৰিবলৈ। চ' these are the important points of vocational aim of education. Okay, now আমি চাওঁচোন ইয়াৰ মেৰিটছ কি আছে, ইয়াৰ সুবিধানো কি আছে আমি চাওঁ, ঠিক আছে? Now see merits of vocational aim of education. The first point we have, this education helps each individual to realize his own capacity and to choose his vocation or profession accordingly. This education helps each individual to realize his own capacity and to choose his vocation profession accordingly. মই মোৰ যিমান capacity, মই সেই মতে মই কি কৰিব পাৰিম, what types of activities actually I can perform in my life, what is my strength, if I know, that means I will choose a vocation or profession according to my strength. মই য'ত পাৰ্গত যেনেকুৱাভাৱে মই জানো যে মোৰ য'ত কেপাচিটি আছে, I will choose this vocation. And here this vocational aim of education provides that professions, that individual, that facilities so that they can realize and choose his vocation according to their capacity. Next, due to this education, people can derive satisfaction of his own job. Because of this aim of education, people can derive that satisfaction in his own job. মই কিবা কাম, মই এডুকেশ্যন পঢ়িলোঁ, কমপ্লিট কৰিলোঁ, তাৰপিছত কিবা ভকেশ্যন চুজ কৰিলোঁ, আৰু ভকেশ্যন চুজ কৰাৰ পাছত মই যি জব কৰি আছোঁ তাত মই ছেটিছফাইড হৈছোঁ, কাৰণ মই ইমানটো পঢ়ি যদি মই কিবা আৰ্নিং কৰিব পাৰিছোঁ, মই যদি ফেমিলি কণ্ট্ৰল কৰিব পাৰিছোঁ, ডেট মিনছ হোৱাট, মাই নিডছ, ইফ আই কেন ফুলফিল মাই নিডছ, আই কেন ফুলফিল মাই ডিজায়াৰ্ছ, ডেট মিনছ হোৱাট, ডেট আই এম ছেটিছফাইড উইথ মাই জব। অ'কে, ডেট ইজ দ্য মেৰিট অৰ সুবিধা হৈছে এনেকুৱা, এই ভকেশ্যনেল এম অফ এডুকেশ্যন এটা সুবিধা। This education enhances the work capacity of people and as a result their productive capacity also increases. If you people will choose vocational aim of education, if you will follow, what will happen with you? You can enhance your work capacity. তুমি working capacity যিটো তোমাৰ সেইটো ইনক্ৰিজ কৰিব পাৰিবা, আৰু লগতে তুমি তোমাৰ প্ৰডাক্টিভিটি ইনক্ৰিজ কৰিব পাৰিবা, ঠিক আছে? প্ৰডাক্টিভিটি কেপাচিটি ইনক্ৰিজ কৰিব পাৰিবা। because of this aim of education. This education gives necessary and deserving respect to physical labor by creating a sense of dignity of labor in the minds of the people. Vocational aim of education কি কৰে মানুহক যিখিনি ফিজিক্যাল লেবার কৰে কাম কৰে কষ্ট কৰে ইহঁতক কি কৰে ৰিয়েলাইজ কৰাৰ সহায় কৰে দ্য ডিগনিটি অফ লেবার ওকে ইন দ্য মাইণ্ড অফ দ্য পিপল সোসাইটিৰ প্ৰত্যেকজন ব্যক্তিৰ মাইণ্ডত তোমাৰ ভোকেশনটোৰ প্ৰতি ডিগনিটি প্ৰভাইড কৰাৰ বাবে এই aim of education সহায় কৰে so this vocational aim of education helps you people to get that dignity, that respect, that recognition from the society that actually you deserve. Okay. Now, this education works in favor of democratic principles and policies. So, this vocational aim of education is not autocratic. You can choose your own ideas, your own thought, your own capabilities, your own potentialities has some value here. Okay, because here the principle is in favor of democratic ideas, democratic policies, actually democratic thoughts. जो तुम्हार निजर विचार विवेचना बुद्धि your ideas, your thoughts you can utilize. Now, this education acts as a connecting link between the demands of the people and the total production of the country. This education acts as a connecting link between the demands of the people and the total production of the country. If you choose a vocation, that means you can understand that in this vocation, what are the major demands of the people, and based on that demands, you can produce something for that kind of people and for the country. Okay. Next. This education can solve the problem of unemployment of the country. তুমি যদি তোমাৰ এটা ভোকেশন চুজ কৰিলা যে মই এইটো কাম কৰিম বুলি ultimately by following your own vocation you can earn something, you can actually proceed to the field of employment, and this helps to solve the problem of unemployment in a great extent actually in this country. Okay. Next. Moreover, to some extent, it can reduce the overcrowding of students in the institution of higher education. We already discussed this. Now, let's see the demerits of vocational aim of education. So, the first point under the demerits of vocational aim of education is this education turns people as money earning machines or tools. Etia vocational aim or অসুবিধা প্ৰবলেমবোৰ হ'ল যেটো মানুহক কি কৰি তোলে এটা মেচিন কৰি তোলে জাস্ট আমি আৰ্ন কৰিব লাগে পইচা হয়নে উই ৱান্ট মানি আমাৰ বেলেগ সোসাইটি কি ঘটি আছে কি চলি আছে উই ডোন্ট নো বাট উই ৱান্ট মানি অনলি এণ্ড দিছ ইজ দ্য ডিমেৰিট অফ vocational aim of education. The second demerit, that is this education is unable to increase the knowledge stock of the people. যেতিয়া তুমি এটা ভোকেশন সোমাই যাবা যেতিয়া তোমাৰ মাইন্ডসেটটো unrelated to money হৈ যাব and what will happen, you can't increase your knowledge. তাত তোমাৰ মাইন্ডত থাকিব যে এইটো সিচুৱেশন how can I will earn some money for my survival, and that is a big problem here in this vocational aim of education. The third point, that according to the vocational aim of education, the scope of education is very narrow because here only importance should be given or has been given on earning, only on vocation. Therefore, the scope of this in education field is very narrow. So these are some demerits of vocational aim of education. So in concise, what we can say, the vocational aim of education is enuka aim of education jia manuhok education institution পঢ়ি থকা সময়ছোৱাতে বা পঢ়ি থকাৰ পাছত এটা vocation choose কৰ হয় কৰে যাতে they can earn some money, they can live a life perfectly. Okay. If you have any problem regarding this, then you can ask me. Till that, thank you.